Hi, Logan and Ava. Nell wants to read you a book. And since it's Easter, I figure I would read you a book with Easter bunnies in it. So the name of the book is Guess How Much I Love You. You see? So, Little Nut Brown Hair was going to bed. He held on tight to Big Nut Brown Hair's very long ears. Look how long his ears are. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hair was listening. "Guess how much I love you," he said. "Oh, I don't think I could guess that," said Big Nut Brown Hair. "This much," Little Nut Brown Hair stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. Big Nut Brown Hair had even longer arms. "But I love you this much," he said. That is a lot," thought Little Nut Brown Hair. See how long their arms are? They're both stretching them out as wide as they can. "I love you as high as I can reach," said Little Nut Brown Hair. "I love you as high as I can reach," said Big Nut Brown Hair. "That is very high," thought Little Nut Brown Hair. "I wish I had arms like that." See how long Big Nut Brown Hair's arms are? Then Little Nut Brown Hair had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. "I love you all the way up to my toes," he said. "And I love you all the way up to your toes," said Big Nut Brown Hair, swinging them up over his head. Look at, he swung them all over his head. "I love you as much as I could hop," laughed Little Nut Brown Hair, bouncing up and down. Look at Little Nut Brown Hair bouncing. "But I love you as high as I can hop," smiled Big Nut Brown Hair, and he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above. "That's good hopping," thought Little Nut Brown Hair. "I wish I could hop like that." See him hopping? He hopped all the way to the tree, and see Little Nut Brown Hair? He's looking at him all the way up in the tree. "I love you all the way down the lane as far as the river," cried Little Nut Brown Hair. "I love you across the river and over the hills," said Big Nut Brown Hair. Look how far that path goes, all the way to the river. Wow, that's long, huh? "That's very far," Little Nut Brown Hair. He was almost too sleepy to think anymore. He then looked beyond the thorn bushes out into a big dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. So he's looking all the way up in the sky to the moon. So Little Nut Brown said, "I love you right up to the moon," he said, and he closed his eyes. "Oh, that's far," said Big Nut Brown Hair. "That is very, very far." Big Nut Brown Hair settled Little Nut Brown Hair into his bed of leaves. He leaned over and he kissed him good night. Then Big Nut Brown, he laid down close by and he whispered with a smile, "I love you right up to the moon and back." That's just like Nah. Nah loves you to the moon and back. Love you guys.